Hello and good morning, everybody. Lovely to see you. Welcome to today's live lesson, all about challenges and problem solving in our modern life. We'll be looking at different challenges we have, how to solve them, vocabulary, idioms, fun, games, jokes, all sorts of stuff. It's all coming up in one moment. For now, let's begin with a bit of tea or coffee.
Tea, go get your coffee. It's time to join the Keep Speaking Academy. It's time for a live lesson. Fun, games, and idioms. Go get your tea, go get your coffee. It's time to join the Keep Speaking Academy. It's time for a live lesson. Fun, games, and idioms.
Fun, games and idioms. Fantastic. Great. Welcome, everybody. Lovely to see you. As I mentioned today, we have, we've got the topic of what? No, not that topic. How did we get there? Which topic have we got? I'm going to bring it up in a moment. I'm still looking for it. In the meantime, if you don't know, I've got the website Keith Speaking Academy. I'm also on Facebook and on Instagram. And if you want to check out the website, you can. It's got lots of information for you around IELTS, especially IELTS Speaking, different parts of the test. There are the free live lessons, which is this one. And when you go there, you can download the PDF of the lesson. And this is from last time when we had it on politeness. There are lots of different lessons here. You can pick up all the information and the PDFs there. Great. So let's see who's in the house. We've got Julia. Julia, that's looking very, very small. Let's make you a little bit bigger. Hi, Julia. Lovely to see you. Alaya from Iraq. Lovely to see you here. And Azadbek from Uzbekistan. Lovely to see you. Christine is here all the way from Edinburgh, right? Lovely to see you. From Kazakhstan, we've also got people. We've got Mohammed Javed from Iran. Lovely to see you here, sir. Hello, Keith. Hello, Earthman. Nice to see you. Natalia, lovely to see you here as well. Lots of people from around the world. And of course, Monica is here. Great to see you guys, all of you guys. Now, so today's topic, for some reason, is not showing up. And this is very, very strange, right? Why is that the case? Let me find out why it's not showing up. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Challenges and problem solving. This is what we're going to be looking at today. I think it's a common theme that runs through IELTS. Challenges of life around technology, around work, and how we problem solve. Right? Solving problems, skill that a lot of young people need and older people also, of course. So this is what we're going to be looking at. Today's lesson, in case you are new, welcome here. The lesson is going to be around 2 hours, maybe. So you do need your tea and your coffee. That's why we've got it to keep you going. And also, for me, just a banana, a bit of extra potassium to get me through the morning. I'm going to explain what we're going to do today. I'll kind of talk you through the plan so you know what's happening, and then we will get going. So the plan, what is the plan? Well, this is the plan, okay? Challenges and problem solving. I love the cat. It's really ready for the challenge, right? So we're going to be looking first of all at vocabulary. Now, despite what our friend over here says words are useless, words are very, very important, right? We're going to be looking at synonyms, antonyms, collocations, lots of different vocabulary for this topic. We'll be looking at idioms, in particular this idiom. What do you think this idiom is all about? Bit of a strange one. We're going to find out very, very shortly. After that, we'll be doing a listening activity. It's a listening bingo, testing your listening skills. I think listening and speaking are like brother and sister. They go together. You need to be listening as you're speaking. So we'll be developing your listening skills today. I'm also going to do a visualization. I've not done this for a long time, but I'd like to bring this back. It's a kind of a meditation where we're going to review the vocabulary from today in a very, very relaxing way. Hopefully, you don't fall asleep. I want to introduce you to the vocabulary vault. This is something that students asked me about a long time ago. You know, many students said, Keith, when I'm watching the live lesson, it goes on for such a long time. It's 2 hours. How do I review afterwards? Well, the answer is the vocabulary vault. And I'm going to explain what that and how that can help you later. I've got some jokes for you. Is that a joke? Yes, it is a joke. And then, of course, I'll have one model answer today on the topic of challenges and problem solving. And I've got to get over here. We've got a game of Kahoots to finish where we will review everything that we have been doing today. So that is the plan. I hope it works out. We will find out sure enough. So who else is here? Razel, let me just check in with you guys from Bangladesh. Lovely. Mukadas also from there. Great. Abibo from, where are you from? Mozambique. Lovely to see you here. Layla, one of my most faithful students. Lovely to see you here, Layla. Great. We've also got Innocent Chibueze. Lovely to see you here. Samin. Great. Nice to see all of you. Thank you, all of you, for joining today. So let's kick off. The first thing that we were going to do, what was the first thing we were going to do? Well, we'll find out. Challenges, right? It's going to look at vocabulary, but let me do a bit of a warm-up first, okay? I'm going to do a poll, ask you the challenges of modern life. The question is, which is the biggest challenge for you? Think about modern life. Think about the challenges you face. And what do you think is the biggest challenge for you? Write your answer in the chat, in the YouTube chat. I'm going to bring up something here. You can actually see the question here. I'm going to give you options. New technology, number 1. Finding and keeping a job, number 2. Social media, number 3. Finding and keeping a partner, interesting. Raising children is number 5, and staying healthy is number 6. So you can just write in the chat the number or the actual phrase, and we'll find out what you think is the biggest challenge. Hopefully. So put your answers in and we'll see. Daniela says number 6. Ramin, I saw your request for more grammar. Absolutely, we can do that. Let's have a look. We've got number 4 over here, number 2 over here. Football Freak says number 2 as well. Let's have a look back in. So new technology, it says 3%. Finding and keeping a job, 56%. Wow, that's clearly the biggest challenge. We've got raising children, 15%. Staying healthy, 18%. I'll just wait a moment for you to keep on voting. Card Bunny says number 6. Also, we've got here number 5. Joanna says raising children. Good point. Eva says number 6. Jessie says number 2. Finding a job has gone down to 49. Staying healthy has gone up to 21. Interesting. The biggest challenge for Brian is finding place to put everything I have. Yes, that's another challenge. Sabina says number 3. Abdi Fatah says, well, staying healthy. So new technology, still number 6. Finding a job is 46%. Social media 6. keeping a partner 12, raising children 12, staying healthy 19. So it seems that number 2, finding and keeping a job, that this one is the most challenging for everybody here. Right. Very, very interesting. So there are lots of different challenges, right, that we face. And amongst them, well, let me just bring you up here. We do have technology involves like learning new skills. It can replace jobs as well. That is happening today a lot. Challenge of jobs, finding and keeping a job, people said. Losing your job is a challenge. Being laid off, where your company lets you go because the economy is so bad. Stress is a big one. Let me add finding or losing. Finding and losing a job, because you may also lose your job. Recessions like the economy, right? A weak economy is a challenge. It's a challenge because we don't have enough money to buy things. Social media can be a challenge, addiction or privacy. Mental health is a big challenge these days. I think it always has been, but people talk about it a lot more. Choosing a partner. Well, finding a partner, never mind choosing a partner. Raising children, as you mentioned, a lot of you. Pollution and climate change is also a challenge, right, in our lives today. Related to that, staying healthy, I guess, is the other one that we mentioned. So here, just to give you a flavour of the kind of challenges of modern life. Let's move on. Let's get into the vocabulary. So I'm just going to introduce some key vocabulary phrases and collocations. Just to remind you, I will give you quite a lot of vocabulary so you have it as a reference. I don't expect you to learn all of this vocabulary. There's too much, right? So don't feel you have to know all of these words. You can just choose some of the most important for you, right? Let's begin with the word challenge, which is a ch sound, ch. The stress on the ch, or the cha, as it says, cha. Challenge. This is a ch, and this is a j. Ch, j. Challenge. If you can say it with me, a challenge. This means a difficult situation that needs a lot of effort to do well, right? For example, finding a job is a challenge, or finding a job is a real challenge. Collocations, we can say a big challenge. And again, I recommend you just repeat with me. A big challenge, a significant challenge. The accent is on the ni. A significant challenge, a real challenge, a new challenge, an exciting challenge. Brilliant, good. So notice challenge can be positive and negative, right? A significant challenge, a real challenge. It's kind of negative because it's too difficult, but a challenge can be positive. We can say a new challenge, an exciting challenge. For example, learning a second language is an exciting challenge. Learning English is an exciting challenge. I hope, maybe not for everybody, but let's hope so. So that's it, challenge. Spot on. We say it's a challenge to do something. It's a challenge to, notice the to becomes t. It's a challenge to find a job. It's a challenge to give up smoking. It's a challenge to stay in shape. Okay, so that chunk is really important, and you want to try and repeat that chunk so it sticks. It's a challenge to, it's a challenge to, it's a challenge to, it's a challenge to wake up in the morning. It's a challenge to speak English. Not for me. It's a challenge to speak French for me. Okay. So it's a really useful chunk, right? Notice the grammar here. It's a challenge to. Synonyms of challenge. So these are, when I say synonym, a synonym means a similar meaning. It very rarely has the same meaning. Normally, synonyms have a different, slightly different nuance or a different feeling, right? So a struggle is like a challenge, but it slightly makes it feel like a struggle, that it's really hard, right? A battle is really, really, really hard to do. It's even stronger, right? A struggle is like a fight. A battle is like a war, battle of the roses. We can say it's a struggle to stay in shape. So in fact, battle and struggle are idiomatic because they don't mean a real fight. It's more idiomatic, but it's nice to say it's a struggle to stay in shape. Okay. Notice it's the same phrase. It's a challenge to, it's a challenge to, it's a struggle to. It's a struggle to find a job. It's a struggle to give up smoking. It's a struggle to prepare for IELTS. What do you think? What do you find a challenge or a struggle? Problem solving is a real challenge you may face. That's true. Nassim says, it's a challenge to get out from your comfort zone. Very nice. Like it. Good. Keith, the two I need to pronounce like t. Christine, good question. You can pronounce like t. You don't have to, right? It's possible to say it's a challenge to give up smoking. We sometimes say that, but not more natural spoken English, we say t, right? So you can rather than need to. It's a challenge to speak in public, Pion. I agree entirely. Let's have a look. Nicola says it's a struggle to save money. Yeah, especially in the recession and the times of austerity, right? Here we go. It's a challenge to let your love go. Wow. Oh, that's hit home. That's hit me very hard. Penaru. Wow, very, very strong. Daniela, it's a struggle to learn English and speak like a native. Very good example. Monica as well. It's struggle to stay in shape after menopause. Yes. That's very, very true. I'm not laughing. It caught me by surprise, but it's very, very true. I agree entirely. At least that's what I'm told. Obviously, I don't know, but I am told. Just let me help you, Monica. You say struggle. Remember, it's a struggle, right? It's a struggle to do something. Struggle has verb and noun. Yes, correct. Yes. It's a challenge to keep healthy. Great. Morale. Great. Some really, really good examples there. Nice. Now, we're talking about challenges and problem solving. With a problem, we can say a difficulty or an issue. This is a problem. I have a problem. I have a difficulty. I have an issue. An issue. I should bring up the thingy for you. The phonetic script. Issue, because it's a strange one. In fact, it is pronounced in different ways, right? In different languages. Different American English or British English, we pronounce it differently. This is the way I would pronounce it. Issue with a sh, like shop, shop, shoe, an issue. That's how, as a British person, we would pronounce it, an issue. Stress on the issue. Okay, good. For a problem, that you need to deal with so you can progress, we can say a hurdle, an obstacle, a stumbling block, or a setback. So these are also synonyms. Okay, let me put it all on one page to make it clearer. But they're not exactly the same meaning. They're a similar meaning. These synonyms are more about a small problem you need to deal with so you can make progress. So you can make progress. Let's make it problem. Again, these are idiomatic, because a hurdle, if you're watching the Olympic Games, you will have seen, right, the hurdle. Let me show you over here in Google Images. So these are hurdles. This is 100-meter hurdle race. Hurdles are things you have to jump over. So when we talk about a problem is a hurdle, it's that idea you need to deal with it to make progress. You need to get over it. Obstacle, the same, some kind of hurdle. Stumbling block. To stumble is to fall. So a stumbling block is something that makes you trip, makes you fall. Anything, you're walking in the street and you hit something, boom, you fall over. That's the stumbling block. It's just something makes you fall. So the idea of a hurdle, an obstacle, a stumbling block are things that are going to make you fall. You have to go over, right? So they are similar to problems, basically. Or a setback. A setback is something that pushes you back. So it's even stronger. So we can say, for example, the biggest hurdle to learning English is the grammar, right? Notice this construction again. The biggest hurdle to doing something. It's a challenge to, the biggest hurdle to learning English is the grammar. The biggest hurdle to practicing is finding a speaking partner. The biggest hurdle to cooking well is finding good ingredients or finding a good cookbook. Okay, so again, synonyms that we can use. Excuse me. Let's see. Pauli says, IELTS reading is a real challenge for me. Yes. When when it's a verb, you stress the second one, Nicola. Progress. IELTS reading is a challenge for me. It's a challenge to, I'm going to UK. Right, this is interesting. So after it's a challenge to, you must have a verb, right? You need to put a verb there. So let me help you, Janatul, here. It's a challenge to, it's a challenge to go to. It's a challenge to go to the UK for my master's degree. It's a great example. Just remember 2 plus the verb, yeah? If I pronounce it correctly, the biggest setback to learning English is the pronunciation. Brilliant. That is a lovely example because you've taken this idea, the biggest hurdle, the biggest setback. Brilliant. Love it. Well done. Julia says, inflation is a stumbling block for me. Soared up to 40%. Wow, seriously, 40%. Are you in Myanmar, Julia? Again, I'm just helping you here. I would separate 2 phrases. Inflation is a stumbling block for me. It soared up to 40% nowadays, right? Nice. Brian says the biggest setback to learning Chinese is recognizing the characters. I agree wholeheartedly. Papu says, I don't know English, but I try to learn. Great, Papu. Well done. Keep going. Let's see, what else have we got? Anyone else? One more. Got a nice one here. The biggest hurdle to getting visa is convincing the visa officer. Yes, your interview is crucial, right? Yeah, very, very good. As well, Pirasanth, let me just help you. The biggest hurdle to getting a visa is convincing the visa officer. So you just need to add a and the, and you have a perfect sentence. Very, very nice. Well done. Excellent. So we've seen synonyms. Here's another one, a snag. Now, a snag is a really interesting word. It's more informal, but a snag is a small problem in something that is mostly good. So where you have a situation and everything's great, but there's a small problem, just one thing, that is a snag. Okay? A snag. What a great word. Sounds like a snail. A snag. I have a snag. And the small problem is da 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 da. For example, right? Let's take learning to drive. Is quite easy, right? I mean, yeah, changing gears for me is easy. Using the accelerator and the brake is easy. The only snag is parking. I find parking very difficult. The only snag is parking. Learning to drive is easy. The only snag is parking. Learning to speak English is easy. The only snag is the grammar and the pronunciation and the vocabulary. Oh, and the fluency. Oh. Another example. He fixed my phone. The only snag is now the battery is dead. Right? It's a small problem in a situation where most things are good. Okay. Great. So we've got all of these synonyms, a snag. Okay. Moving on. We talk about facing a challenge and rising to the challenge. So to face a challenge is to well, right, here's the challenge, here's the face, right, is to look at, is not to avoid, so no problem, is to look at and tackle the challenge, to look at the challenge, to face the challenge, okay? You can face a problem, face a hurdle. Now, face a challenge, you can link. Practice this with me. Face a challenge. Face a problem. Face a hurdle. Face an obstacle. Face a setback. Hey, pronunciation is not a challenge for you. I can see. So to face, for example, teenagers face many challenges these days. I have faced a lot of obstacles in my career. Okay, so to face something. To face, is it to experience? It's more than experience. It's actually proactively trying to solve. Yeah, so it's similar, but it's more than that. Roro says, we've planned the entire trip, but the only snag is that our flight got delayed. Roro Riri, perfect. I like it very, very much. Yes. Christian says, face challenge. It makes perfect sense. My first language says like this as well. Yeah, I think so, yes. Streaming on YouTube is easy these days. The only snag now is waiting for a microphone to arrive. You've bought one, I guess, right? Lan, to face is to deal with. Nice. Yes, I like it. That's a perfect way to say it. Perfect. You're a better teacher than me. This is why I love my students, because you help. We're learning together. Matilda Mercy. I faced many problems in my family life. Right, great. Bisa says, face the challenge. Don't put your head in the sand. That's a lovely expression, right? So to face is to look at. Put your head in the sand is to ignore. And it's a really nice idiom. Bisa Ibrahim, thank you so much for that. That's great. Okay, to rise to the challenge is not only to deal with, but it's more than that. It's to be willing to try and do it. Okay, so it's the idea, the challenge is here, you're here, and you can face the challenge. But if you rise, you're putting in lots of effort, right? To rise to the challenge is to get up, to roll up your sleeves and to get ready to fight the challenge, to rise to the challenge. So it's even more positive than to face. To rise to the. You must have to and you must have the. To rise to the challenge. For example, it's not easy for her to stop smoking, but I'm sure she will rise to the challenge, right? She will try and do it. Excellent, good. Mayrush says, I have faced a lot of obstacles to speak fluently. Great. Although I hope we're helping you today. Alexander says, I faced a lot of obstacles to register the land around my house. Let me guess, Alexander, government bureaucracy, right? The difference between deal with and cope with, they are very, very, very similar. Very similar meaning. Cope with, it's a slightly different feeling, and I'm not sure how to explain. Cope with, the feeling is that there is more pressure. If I deal with a problem, there's not a lot of pressure. There's a problem, I can deal with it. Cope with, the feeling is, wow, this is a big problem, a lot of pressure. I can't cope, right? I can't handle it. So it's a slightly different feeling. Mung Mung Ang says, I face sleeping problems every night because I have so many assignments. Right. Excellent. Good. Sorry, excellent English. Terrible problem. This is a nice one, Anna. It's not easy to relocate to another country, but I will rise to the challenge. Perfect. Nice. Very, very nice. Excellent. Good. So we've got all these synonyms, right, of challenge and synonyms of problem. We've got ways of facing a challenge, rising to the challenge. Let's talk about the solution, right? The solution is to overcome a challenge. That means to succeed, to overcome a challenge. I faced many challenges when I moved here, but I overcame most of them. That's true, right? Some of you may know, about 6 years ago, I moved to Spain and I faced some challenges. One was I had forgot a lot of my Spanish. Two was I had forgot a lot of the culture in Spain. Simple things like kissing on the cheeks, things like the food, things like paying in the bar at the end, not at the beginning, and also making friends. Moving to a new country, making friends, especially as you get older, is more difficult. So I faced many challenges, but I think I overcame most of them. So to overcame, to solve, right, or succeed. I think I overcame most of them. So notice to overcome. So come, you know the past. Came, I overcame in the past. If you say a problem, we say to solve a problem. So to overcome a challenge, to solve a problem, to find a solution. We can also say to sort or to fix, right? In this case, to sort a problem, to fix a problem. For example, my brother is good at sorting financial problems. He's good at sorting financial problems. I can't sort this problem. I can't fix this problem. I'm trying to think of a problem I couldn't fix. Yes. One problem that was very hard to sort when I came to Spain was my banking credit history, because I had no history in Spain. So that was a difficult challenge it was a difficult problem to sort or to fix. Okay. Ramin, is overcome a challenge suitable for writing? Yes, absolutely. Yes. I need to put my life plan and try to rise to the challenge. Yeah. To make your life plan, I would say. Layla says, this is very nice, Layla. Having a trustworthy teacher like dear Keith is one of the right solutions to overcome the challenge of learning English. Very nice, lovely. Layla, I'm going to help you just a little bit because it's a very difficult word, a very, very difficult word. Trustworthy, right? Very difficult word, but very, very nice. Roro says the ability to overcome challenges is a valuable skill that fosters personal growth and resilience. Very nice. I like it very much. Let me see. Hello, Imran. I can see you there. Other examples? Cesar. Great. To overcome the challenge of learning English, you must practice day in, day out. What a good idiom, Cesar. To practice day in, day out. It means every day, all the time, right? Very, very good. Excellent. Good. Well, listen, we're there. I think we're there. That's quite a lot of vocabulary, right? Quite a lot of words, quite a bit of practice. Very, very nice. Let me just take a quick drink. If I can. Where's my jingle? I've lost my jingle. Actually, do you know what? As we move on away from vocabulary, we're going to come up to idioms, which means it's time for this.
I want some idioms. I want them now. I want some idioms, but I don't know how to learn them, how to remember them. All I know,
Great radio voice, terrible singing.
is that I want some idioms now. How to learn them, how to remember them. All I know, and I really think so, is that I want some idioms now.
How to learn them. Christian, where can you buy the cup? I think the answer must be obvious. Go to Cambridge University. That's where I bought it. Great. Where can I buy the cup? Now then, where are we? So let me take you off there, Christian, because we're going to be looking at these. I'm going to look at 3 idioms related to challenges and problem solving. Can you guess them? Here is the first idiom. Oh dear, oh dear. First idiom coming up. Number 1. Ready? What is this? Just write your answer in the chat. Barbara, thank you for the comment. Kabilaim, I would love to come to Bangladesh. Thank you. nice to see you. Well, very, very interesting, right? So the answer there was, lots of you got it, is to hit the nail on the head. Notice you can't say to hit the nail. That doesn't really mean anything. To hit the nail, no. You must say to hit the nail on the head, right? The head is the top. And it's to get the perfect answer or solution, basically. So remember, we're talking about problem solving. You hit the nail on the head when you said the government needs to change direction. You hit the nail on the head. You got the perfect answer. Now, other idioms that some of you said was to nail it. And that means to do something. To do something perfectly, which is similar to nail it. You nailed it. You will nail it is to do something perfectly. So it's a similar related thing. Somebody mentioned to nail down. And yes, and to nail down is to fix. Let's nail down some dates. Let's fix some dates. Or let's nail down some ideas is to fix something. So we can also say that, but that's not really about challenges or problem solving. Okay, lovely, great ideas. You're really good, you guys. Very, very good. Let's have a look at the next idiom. That was number 1. Here is number 2. What is this? Remember, it's connected to challenges and problem solving. Jesse, idioms are hard. They can be. Wow. Great ideas, guys. Nice. Wow. Okay. So there are so many possibilities. The one I'm thinking of is to be up against the wall, right? If you look at it, he is there. He is up against the wall. Not easy and not clear, I know. Not very, very clear. But to be up against the wall, up against the wall is to be in a difficult situation with no easy solution. So when you face a challenge and it's really difficult, you can be up against the wall. For example, I was up against the wall when my boss moved the deadline forward 1 week. So the deadline was next week, he moved it forward to this week. I was up against the wall, right? Difficult situation. Very similar idioms. To have your back to the wall is the same thing, right? To be up against the wall, have your back to the wall, it's the same. To be between a rock and a hard place, you're between a rock and a hard place, it's the same. You're against two walls, if you like. It's very, very difficult. You're in a difficult place. You're between a rock and a hard place. It's in a difficult situation. So these three all mean the same thing. And very, very good to use in this context, right? Very, very relevant. Now then, some of you had other idioms that I'll just add because one or two of them, I mean, they are great. There are so many, right? Related to that picture that are related to challenges. To rack your brains was a good one. To rack your brains is to think hard of a solution. To rack your brains. Mind-blowing, something is mind-blowing. Yes, something's difficult. To blow your mind is to amaze you. It can be positive and negative. It blows my mind. It's amazing. It's great. Or something is so stupid or so difficult, it blows my mind. So it can be both positive and negative. Okay, but these are different, really different idioms. But there were lots of them. To blow off steam was a good idiom. To brainstorm. Yeah, there are lots of other idioms there. I don't want to get into too many to confuse you, but let's leave them there. That's great. Let's move on to the next idiom. Number 3 is this one. Oh, and look, the sun is coming out. What a surprise. What on earth is this one? Bad move, too hard. Maybe. But listen, some of you have absolutely got it, and it was to pull out all the stops. You can see in there that the person is pulling the stop signs out on the road. So this one was meant to be to pull out all the stops, which means to do everything possible to overcome a challenge. If you want to find the origin of that idiom, you can join my 150 idioms course, because it's one of those that I explain in there. So to do everything possible, everything you can, you give all your energy to overcome the challenge. For example, to meet the deadline, we pulled out all the stops and worked through the weekend. Made a big, big effort, right? To pull out all the stops. Somebody said to remove the roadblocks is also possible. It's another kind of expression, to remove the roadblocks. I think that's less common as an idiom, but you can say it. We also use that, right? To remove the roadblocks. Oh, I'm such a perfectionist, aren't I? You can tell. Get the right font. It's the same idea. I mean, if you look at the picture, the idea of you've got hurdles, you've got... Well, no, it's a different idea. It's a very, very different idea. To remove the roadblocks is to remove the hurdles or obstacles. So it's a very different idiom, different meaning, excuse me. But I can see why from the picture you have the same. Others that came out, there were a few others that were similar. Don't give up, stop and look, keep going, all of these, but yes. So those are the key ones that we've got. Excellent, good. Those are the idioms. What is coming up next? Well, coming up next, let's have a look. Switch from idioms. I think it's a listening bingo. And if you've played bingo before, well, you'll know what this is all about.
Open your ears, open your mind. It's time for a listening exercise. Maybe a dictation, but without intimidation. Maybe a listening bingo that can open a new window to discover your new listening skills. So listen with me.
Excellent. Listening bingo. Let's do it. Let's go straight in. We're going to listen to someone talking about the challenges that teenagers face. Teenager, adolescent, so somebody between 13 and 19, because it's got a teen, right? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So the challenges that teenagers face. Just have a think. What are the challenges teenagers think? And that will get you ready for this listening. As you listen, I want you to answer this question. How many challenges related to technology are mentioned? So as you listen, how many challenges related to technology are mentioned? Okay, just give me a quick thumbs up if you're ready to listen, so that I know. Quick thumbs up if you're ready to listen. No thumbs up. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay. So remember, we'll listen all the way through and just answer this question. How many challenges related to technology are mentioned? Let's do it. Listen carefully. Not that one. Come on, Keith.
I think teenagers face a huge number of problems these days. And one of the biggest is social media, where they're under pressure to have an online presence as well as an offline presence. And they have to manage it every single day. Comparisons abound, and they're under pressure to appear to be as good and happy as their friends. They may inadvertently share photos or opinions they may later regret. This can lead to a loss of friendships, or even be an obstacle to them later getting a job. All of this can lead to severe mental health problems. What's more, many are addicted to their phones, and this can be a stumbling block when it comes to studying well or even building real face-to-face friendships. On top of that, there's the pressure to study hard and find a good job. Of course, most teenagers rise to the challenge. The only snag is, of course, in times of recession, jobs are scarce. And then once they've got a job, they're really up against the wall. New employees are put under incredible pressure to perform and prove themselves. Long working hours, overtime, and stressful deadlines are the norm. So in order to overcome these challenges, I think teenagers need the support of their friends, family, and teachers. It's by no means an easy ride.
Right. So just write down in the chat how many challenges related to to technology are mentioned. Let's have a look in the chat what we've got. Wow. Okay, between 2 and 6, that's a big difference. So I would say here, how many challenges are mentioned? I would say 2, right? 2. One is social media, the other phone addiction. I think those are the 2 main challenges, right, that I would say. They talk about other things in smaller details like sharing photos, privacy, but really, I think there are 2 main challenges. Okay, now then, we're going to listen again. But this time, I want you to mark the boxes. You can see the boxes here in the bingo grid. Mark the boxes that contain the exact words you hear. The exact words, okay? If it says under pressure, then you mark it. If it says off pressure, don't. It must be the exact words you hear. And when you have a line of 3, type bingo and the words in the chat. A line of 3 can be like 3 in a row like this, or it could be 3 in a row like this. Okay, there are different possibilities. So let's listen again. And as you listen, just mark in your head which are the 3. And when you've got it, you can just type bingo. Okay? Okay, let's do it. Let's listen again.
I think teenagers face a huge number of problems these days. And one of the biggest is social media, where they're under pressure to have an online presence as well as an offline presence. And they have to manage it every single day. Comparisons abound, and they're under pressure to appear to be as good and happy as their friends. They may inadvertently share photos or opinions they may later regret. This can lead to a loss of friendships, or even be an obstacle to them later getting a job. All of this can lead to severe mental health problems. What's more, many are addicted to their phones, and this can be a stumbling block when it comes to studying well or even building real face-to-face friendships. On top of that, there's the pressure to study hard and find a good job. Of course, most teenagers rise to the challenge. The only snag is, of course, in times of recession, jobs are scarce. And then once they've got a job, they're really up against the wall. New employees are put under incredible pressure to perform and prove themselves. Long working hours, overtime, and stressful deadlines are the norm. So in order to overcome these challenges, I think teenagers need the support of their friends, family, and teachers. It's by no means an easy ride.
Indeed. So I've got some bingos here. Let's check some of you. I think Daniela was the first. Under pressure, be an obstacle up against the wall. Thizar has the same. As does Ung. Lan 1A2. Got the same. Yun Song the same. Victoria the same. Okay, very, very interesting. Christine the same. 147. First column, says Marianne. Right. Okay, excellent. You guys have the right answer. I'm going to play it one last time and I will mark the answer as you hear the correct answer. Remember, with listening, the key is not just to get the right answer. The key is to listen and listen and listen as much as you can to help you understand more quickly. So last time, and I'll mark the answer, and I'll shake my head when there's a red herring.
I think teenagers face a huge number of problems these days, and one of the biggest is social media, where they're under pressure to have an online presence as well as an offline presence, and they have to manage it every single day. Comparisons abound, and they're under pressure to appear to be as good and happy as their friends. They may inadvertently share photos or opinions they may later regret. This can lead to a loss of friendships, or even be an obstacle to them later getting a job. All of this can lead to severe mental health problems. What's more, many are addicted to their phones, and this can be a stumbling block when it comes to studying well or even building real face-to-face friendships. On top of that, there's the pressure to study hard and find a good job. Of course, most teenagers rise to the challenge. The only snag is, of course, in times of recession, jobs are scarce. And then once they've got a job, they're really up against the wall. New employees are put under incredible pressure to perform and prove themselves. Long working hours, overtime, and stressful deadlines are the norm. So in order to overcome these challenges, I think teenagers need the support of their friends, family, and teachers. It's by no means an easy ride.
Okay. Excellent. Good. So you're absolutely right, guys. Well done. You've got the bingo there. That was the one. Under pressure, be an obstacle up against the wall. Let me just go through the script a final time, and I'll just point out some phrases. So a huge number of problems is a nice kind of collocation, a huge number of something. The biggest is social media, under pressure. So an online presence is to be visible online. Also, we talk about an offline presence, which is to be visible in real life. So your offline presence is you in real life, the clothes, your hair, if you're washed or shaven, how you speak, how you present yourself to the world. My online presence is what people see on Facebook and YouTube. So this is my online presence. When I walk into the street, I don't look the same. I have a different offline presence, a little bit. Okay. Every single day is a nice expression. Every single day is emphasizing every day. Comparisons abound is a good one. Actually, when we say something abounds, it means there are a lot, right? There are a lot of them. You can say traffic abounds. There's a lot of traffic. Sunshine abounds. There's a lot of sunshine. Rain abounds. There's a lot of rain. Mobile phones abound in our modern society. Just means there are a lot of them. Under pressure, you know the expression. Inadvertently is a nice adverb. It just means accidentally. Thank you. Inadvertently is kind of subconsciously. You're unaware of it. It's accidentally doing something. Loss of friendships, an obstacle, later getting a job. Severe mental health problems. Severe is a nice kind of collocation here. Severe problems, severe mental health problems. What's more, they can be addicted to. Just notice we say addicted to something in English, to be addicted to. A stumbling block, we've mentioned before, right? A problem in order to progress. On top of that, there's the pressure to study, find a job. Most teenagers rise to the challenge, we've talked about. The snag, we've talked about. The only snag is, this is the most common collocation, right? When we talk about a snag, we usually say the only snag is da 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 da. Jobs are scarce. That just means there are few jobs. So to be scarce means there are few. So you've got abound means there's a lot. Scarce means there are few, right? So cars abound, there's a lot of cars. Cars are scarce, there are few cars. Up against the wall, we've talked about. Put under incredible pressure, another nice collocation. Incredible pressure, big pressure. Working hours, overtime, stressful deadlines, another collocation. Something is the norm, it means is normal, to be normal. It's the norm. It's just a nice way, an informal way of saying to be normal. So in order to overcome these challenges, we've talked about, to overcome a challenge, they need support of their friends, families. It's by no means an easy ride. It's by no means not at all. So it's emphasizing a negative thing. It's by no means, it's not at all an easy ride. English is not easy. If you want to emphasize, English is by no means easy. With a negative, it's by no means easy. English grammar is by no means easy. Great, that's it. It's probably useful. Let me play it through one last time. It'd be useful probably for you to listen and read at the same time. Let's just do it a final time.
I think teenagers face a huge number of problems these days. And one of the biggest is social media, where they're under pressure to have an online presence as well as an offline presence. And they have to manage it every single day. Comparisons abound, and they're under pressure to appear to be as good and happy as their friends. They may inadvertently share photos or opinions they may later regret. This can lead to a loss of friendships or even be an obstacle to them later getting a job. All of this can lead to severe mental health problems. What's more, many are addicted to their phones, and this can be a stumbling block when it comes to studying well or even building real face-to-face friendships. On top of that, there's the pressure to study hard and find a good job. Of course, most teenagers rise to the challenge. The only snag is, of course, in times of recession, jobs are scarce. And then once they've got a job, they're really up against the wall. New employees are put under incredible pressure to perform and prove themselves. Long working hours, overtime, and stressful deadlines are the norm. So in order to overcome these challenges, I think teenagers need the support of their friends, family, and teachers. It's by no means an easy ride.
Well done, you, for staying focused and concentrating. Okay, good. Barbara says, many words come from Latin, easy to understand because it's similar to Italian. Oh, yeah, for sure. So I think if you're, I'm just going to make this a bit bigger. If you're an Italian speaker or French or Spanish speaker, those Latin words make it easier. What about incredible stress? Yes, you can say incredible stress. I am under incredible stress. Krithiki, is snag and hitch synonymous? Yes. Yeah, a snag is a small problem. A hitch is a small problem. Yeah, I would say so, yes. By no means, is it much better? No, it's not better. No, it's just a different way of saying it. Yeah. Shout out. Petru Kersta Europa. Shout out for you. There you go. Okay. No, couldn't get points. Don't worry. If you don't understand everything, don't worry. And if you haven't caught everything, don't worry. Everybody is at a different level. Some people will catch a little. Some people will catch half. Some people will catch most. Absolutely fine. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is you're here and you're practicing and you're learning. That's the most important thing. Okay, so that's a lot. I mean, well done. You're staying so focused. I think it's time to help you relax a little bit and take a break, a short break. I'm going to do that with our next activity. And our next activity is a visualization. This is a kind of meditation. I do meditate sometimes. I'm not an expert at all, but I've brought English and meditation together in the visualizations. If you want, you can close your eyes and just listen. You're going to hear a lot of the language again, but I'm going to tell you what to do, like relax, close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out. And it's just 3 or 4 minutes of relaxing and the language will come over you, okay? Very, very simple. There is sound. Hey, wait, what? You can't hear me? Oh no, can't hear you. What? But the sound is on. The sound is definitely on. Can you hear me now? Oh no, really? Okay, just can you hear me now? I think you can. Keith goes into panic mode. Can you hear me? Now it works. Oh, now it works. Okay, good. What a shock. So I was saying, I was talking you through. Oh, I see what's happened. Okay, it's a relaxing technique to review vocabulary. What you can do, you can close your eyes and you can relax. And what I will do is just talk you through what to do. To breathe in, to breathe out. Just listen and follow me. Really easy, okay? Oh no. Can you hear me again? Now we can hear. Yeah, we couldn't hear you on the other page. I don't know why that was. Something's happened. The gremlins, maybe. Okay. Yes. Can I lie down? Yes, you can lie down. But Nicola, do not sleep. Okay, please. Okay, so what we'll do, listen very, very carefully, and I'll just talk you through it. And I'll show you a picture as well. Okay. Here we go. Just 3 or 4 minutes to relax a little bit. Let's do it. Okay, ready?
Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, allow your body to relax. Gently close your eyes. Let go of the outside world for a few moments and be present. Now imagine yourself facing a challenge, maybe something you're dealing with right now. Picture the scene. What do you see around you? Are you at work, facing a problem that seems difficult to solve? Are you at home, struggling with a personal issue? Maybe it's a new challenge, something you've never faced before. Or perhaps it's a familiar struggle, a hurdle you've been trying to overcome for some time. Take a deep breath in and out. Now, focus on what you can hear. Is there noise in the background? Or is it quiet, with only the sound of your breath, reminding you to stay calm? And now, think about how you feel. Are your muscles tense? Is there a knot in your stomach? Or maybe you feel a sense of strength within you, knowing you have faced obstacles before and you can rise to this challenge too. You may have your back to the wall, but you're not defeated. Every obstacle, every hurdle is simply an opportunity to grow stronger. Pause for a moment and remember, whether this challenge is a real battle or a small snag, you're not facing it alone. Even if you feel that you have your back against the wall, remember that you have the power to pull out all the stops. Breathe in and out slowly. Next, imagine yourself overcoming this challenge. Picture yourself finding the solution. Maybe you solve the problem step by step, sorting through the difficulties, fixing the snags along the way. How does it feel now that the obstacle is no longer in your way? Is there relief, pride, excitement? Take a moment to enjoy that feeling of success, knowing that you have the strength to overcome setbacks and hurdles. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. Breathe deeply once more. And as you exhale, let go of any tension. You are strong and relaxed. When I count to 3, gently open your eyes and come back to the room. 1, 2, 3. Come back. Feel this sense of confidence and carry it with you through the rest of your day.
Come back, my friends. Right. Well, if you fell asleep, please wake up. Some of you may be dozing. Hopefully, that relaxed you a little bit and just helped you focus, be present, but also actually all that vocabulary is helping get deeper and deeper into your English you. So that's it. That's the visualization. I hoped that helped you. It was a smashing. I really enjoyed it a lot. Great. Good. Nice section. Fabulous job. Great. I'm glad you liked it. I can do more of these if you like them, if they help. Feel some strength. Yeah. I think it's very powerful because it connects English with your real life and a real situation, and that can really help you when you're learning and studying English. Okay. Lovely. Thank you so much for participating. Let's carry on. Okay. Now that you're all relaxed, let's move on. So connected to visualizations, I want to talk very briefly about something called the Vocabulary Vault. It's one of my online courses. It used to be called the library, and I know quite a few of you have the library. I've updated it and I've added some new things. In the library, in the Vocabulary Vault, so the reason I created this is students said to me, with the live lessons on YouTube and Facebook, how do I practice the language? How do I learn the language? What do I do after that? So I created the Vocabulary Vault as to help you with that. And what it is pronunciation files to practice and review stories to practice. I'm going to show you maybe the best way is if I just show you inside what it looks like very briefly so you can have a look, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Let me, if I can, I'm just going to show you inside. Great. My speaking test is September the 13th. Well, good luck. Good luck with you. Coming very, very close. This is actually on my website, the online courses. I'll just show you briefly, just a couple of minutes. Let me go inside and show you what's inside the Vocabulary Vault. Let me find it. So I just want to show you inside the Vocabulary Vault here. What you get in here basically are the live lesson pronunciation files. So for lots of different topics, internet, family, socializing, business people studying, and so on. There are 17 different topics at the moment. For each one, you have the pronunciation practice and then a review. So for example, in the internet one, there's a pronunciation file, there's an MP3 file that you can listen to. And then you repeat the words and phrases without the PDF, but you can also check the PDF for the meaning to make sure that you've understood. It goes through all the language from the live lesson that we had. You can also download this. You can also watch the live lesson if you like. You can click on here and just access the live lesson. The review I've added is here. You can do a quiz, which just gives you a test of some of the language. And you can go through that and just review the language. You can listen to the MP3 of the novel. The Silver Surfer's Adventure. There's a short mini novel or a story. Novel's a big word. And here you've got it. This is the Silver Surfer. You can actually go through and read that at the same time. It's always good to read and listen at the same time. And of course, the language is highlighted in bold that you reviewed. And that's it for all the different topics. I will add more topics as we go along. You've also got a bonus ebook, my favorite ebook about succeeding in IELTS speaking, which you can see here. You can also download down here. And then we've got visualizations, similar to the one that we just did. And it just goes through the language. Again, you can go through and read it if you like later. It's just a great review and very, very relaxing way to do that. And that's it. That is the course. Well, not the course, but the library, the Vocabulary Vault. Now, Now, if you want to access the vault, let me see. If you come into the Keith Speaking Academy, in the online courses, you should find it here, Vocabulary Vault. It is actually, I've done everything up. If you're already a member of the library, then don't buy it. You already have access, right? But if not, you can join the Vocabulary Vault. It just explains in here what you've got inside and the reviews. It's normally, the price is going up to $47, but for the next 5 days, it's going to be just $17. And you can join here. You can pay by credit card or PayPal, and that's it. And you can buy it here. Okay. There's an option also to get the grammar course at a discount. So if you buy here, enter your information, and that's it. And then you get instant access into the Vocabulary Vault. There you go. That's it. So that's on the website, Keith Speaking Academy. I just wanted to share that with you because it's updated and I'm promoting it again for people. The visualizations are in there. The good thing about the Vocabulary Vault is after each live lesson, I will add materials from that live lesson. So you will get more and more things added each month. But you just pay one time, you get access. If you're already in the library, you're there. You get instant access automatically. So just to let you know, it's keithspeakingacademy.com. I can see Burns has put in the link there in the, thank you, Burns. So it's going up to $47, but right now it's $17, just a 5-day limited time offer. If you're interested, if it's something you want to help with building vocabulary, if you like the relaxation, then that can also help. And there it is. Okay, excellent, good. And what else? What else is on? Any questions? Christine is in the library already. Perfect, good. When will you have a live lesson? So the next live lesson will be at the start of October. It will actually be, but we haven't finished, right? I'll tell you later, but it will be the 3rd of October. Now then, let me switch. Whoa, don't do that. That messes everything up. Don't do that. Okay, let me hope that everything still works. Let's move on. A joke. Okay. Oh gosh, I've got a quick joke for you. Very, very quick joke. Okay. Here you go. If you're ready for this joke, and then we'll move on with the model answer. But here's a quick joke for you. Why was the maths book so sad? Why was the maths book so sad? I think this is an easy joke, right? Christine, Kahoot? Yes, we're going to do Kahoot in a couple of moments. Louisa, I'm a long member. Can I see it for free? Louisa, yes, you can. As a cross, good luck with your IELTS exam in a couple of days. So subscription fee that we have is $17, excuse me, 17. Okay. Yeah, very, very good. Some very, very good answers there. Yeah, you're all on the right lines. absolutely, you're there, basically. Why is it so sad? Because it had so many problems. Of course, it had so many problems. That's why it's sad. Now then, second joke. And this is slightly more difficult, okay? Here's the second joke. Who is the best person to solve your personal problems? Who is the best person to solve your personal problems? And look very closely at the picture. Sazan, good point. Some good answers to the last one. But who is the best person to solve your problem? My daddy. But look carefully at the picture. Ooh, interesting. Plumber. Good. Good. Okay. The light bulb. Oh, Sazan, lucky you. Bob. Bob the Builder. That's very close, Victoria. You're very, very close. Oh, interesting. Electrician. Almost. Right, this is very, very hard. No, not Keith, but you're close with the name. You need a name. Oh, very interesting, Daniela. Very interesting. Bob's your uncle. Ah, interesting. Got it. Bros, you're almost there. Let me show you. The answer is Tommy. And Tommy, because he'll figure it out. And let me explain. Tommy is the best person, right? I'll take that off. This is Tommy because he'll figure it out. Tommy Hilfiger, right? Look at the shirt. Can you see the shirt? And if you look at Hilfiger, it looks like he'll figure. He'll figure it out. He goes, he will solve it. He'll figure it out. He will solve it. Ha ha! Oh, that is a Hercule Poirot joke. That's you need to be a detective to work out that joke, right? Very, very complicated. But what a great joke. I don't get it. Don't get it. Hilfiger is the name, right? It's the brand of t-shirt or the brand of clothes. Tommy Hilfiger. It's a very, very famous brand. But Hilfiger sounds like heel figure. Don't worry. I need help. Excellent. Good. Great. Okay, we're going to move on. Let me move on to the next activity, which we've got two more things left. Okay, model answer is coming next, and then we'll finish on Kahoot. In the model answer, I'm going to look at an IELTS speaking question, and it's going to be this one down here. IELTS speaking model answer, and it is describe a problem you have solved. Watch the model answer and answer this question. How long did he have to wait for the solution? Okay. So you're going to watch, it's me actually, giving my model answer for this question. Describe a problem you have solved. And I want you to listen carefully and tell me, how long did me, have to wait for the solution? Okay. Great. Okay. If you're ready to watch, just give me a thumbs up again, and then I'll know that you're ready to go. Just give me a quick thumbs up. Bowo, thank you. Brilliant jokes. Thank you. Okay, we're ready to go. Let's do it. Remember, how long did he have to wait for the solution? Here we go. Let's do it. Well, a problem I have solved. I remember once I was driving and I got a flat tire. I was actually driving to a wedding party and I had left home with plenty of time to spare, or so I thought. And then I got the flat tire. I thought it wasn't going to be a big problem because I had insurance for the car, which included roadside assistance. So I thought that would help. The only snag was that my phone had run out of battery. And the other issue was I didn't have a spare tire, so I couldn't change the tire. Then I got out the car and I tried flagging down some other drivers to get some help. Eventually, one stopped and he helped me call the roadside assistance. That was the good news. But the setback was that I had to wait 30 minutes for them to arrive. So I felt I was getting my back against the wall because it was getting later and later, and I was meant to give a speech at the wedding party. Well, eventually the guy arrived, he changed the tire for me and sorted the problem. And yes, I managed to get to the wedding just in time to give my speech. Right, that was it. Okay, so how long did he have to wait for the solution? Let's have a look. Well done. Yes. Excellent. You are all there. You are all there. 30 minutes. Perfect. Exactly. It was 30 minutes he had to wait. Okay. Now, just to help some of you, just in case you're not aware of this word, one of the words that comes up there is a tire. And I should have explained this first just to help you, but let me just show you what a tire is in case you don't know. Some of you may not know. This is the tire from the car, okay? And I was talking about a flat tire, which is this. When you go over some glass or a nail and you have a flat tire, okay? Just to help you with that context. So what we'll do, brilliant, you got it, 30 minutes. I'd like you now actually to listen again and note any interesting collocations or any useful collocations. So we'll watch one more time and just make a note in the chat of any useful collocations. I'll add subtitles just to help you along as well, okay? Let's do it. Let's watch one more time. Last time. Here we go.
Well, a problem I have solved. I remember once I was driving and I got a flat tire. I was actually driving to a wedding party and I had left home with plenty of time to spare, or so I thought. And then I got the flat tire. I thought it wasn't going to be a big problem because I had insurance for the car, which included roadside assistance. So I thought that would help. The only snag was that my phone had run out of battery. And the other issue was I didn't have a spare tire, so I couldn't change the tire. Then I got out the car and I tried flagging down some other drivers to get some help. Eventually, one stopped and he helped me call the roadside assistance. That was the good news. But the setback was that I had to wait 30 minutes for them to arrive. So I felt I was getting my back against the wall because it was getting later and later, and I was meant to give a speech at the wedding party. Well, eventually the guy arrived, he changed the tire for me and sorted the problem. And yes, I managed to get to the wedding just in time to give my speech.
Right, excellent, great. Let me just have a look through some of the things that you've got. Flat tire, flagging down against the wall, plenty of time. Yes, Selinea, very good. Time to spare, exactly, very nice. Run out of. The only snag was, roadside assistance. That's right. That's the truck that comes to help you. Sometimes they take away the car, right? A few of you got that one. Well done. Run out of battery. Nice, Alexander. Good. Spare tire. That's right. Normally in the back of the car, in the boot, you have a spare tire. Flag down, which is to stop someone, like you flag down a taxi, like that. Different countries. In England, we do that. In some countries, I know they do that. It's just like waving a flag, basically, to flag down. Great. What else? It was getting later and later. Good, good. That whole later and later idea, really nice. Solve the problem just in time is a really good one. Just in time. A few of you picked up on that one. Sort problem or sort the problem. Excellent. Eva also has wedding party, spare tire, just in time as well. Excellent. A few more. Run out of, just in time. Excellent. Okay. Let's have a quick look through. Let me just show you through the script and we'll pick out those. A problem I've solved. I remember once I was driving and got a flat tire. Now, tire normally, actually in the UK, we spell with a Y normally. A flat tire. To get or to have, yeah. Wedding party, okay, could say a wedding party, somebody said. With time to spare. Now, you can have plenty of, but with time to spare means with extra time, with enough time, or with a lot of time to spare, with plenty of time to spare. I have insurance. Roadside assistance is a good one. It's a nice one if you're in the UK. The only snag was, great, the only problem, the only hitch, the only small problem, to run out of battery. The phone had, so it's the verb to run out of. The phone ran out of battery. I didn't have a spare tire, couldn't change the tire. So to change the tire, I guess that's quite obvious, right? I tried flagging down. To flag down then is just to stop to stop a car in the street. It can be used with a taxi or any car, basically, to flag down. He helped me call roadside assistance. That was the good news. But the setback was, so setback we've looked at, I had to wait 30 minutes. Yeah, because they take time to come, right? Getting my back against the wall, we've looked at that expression. To get later and later, it was getting later and later. It's a nice collocation. To give a speech is another one. To speak, to give a speech. Eventually the guy arrived, he changed the tyre and sorted the problem. To sort a problem, to sort the problem. To solve or to sort. Sort is a bit more informal. Typically we say sort to solve a problem, but when you're speaking, sorting a problem is nice as well. To get to the wedding, just in time was the last one, with enough time, or just in the nick of time. Another great idiom from my 150 idioms course, just in the nick of time. Just in time, which is right on the dot, right? In time. Great. Virtual background was from FreePick. Thank you to FreePick, who gave me that lovely mechanics shop virtual background. Excellent. Great. Let me check in with you guys. Anything else that came up? Up against the wall, road time assisters. Sort it out. Yeah. Good question, Daniela. To sort out a problem or to sort, both of those are correct. Yes, you can use the phrasal verb or just sort, both of them. Nice. Excellent. Good. So that's it. Those are some nice collocations. We have, of course, our last activity, which is going to be dan, 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 dan. It's Kahoot time. And Kahoot time is a short game. We're going to play 4 questions, multiple choice, A, B, C, or D, different colors. If you're new here, all you have to do is on a different tab or on your phone, you can download the Kahoot app or go to kahoot.it, put in your name and the PIN, and we'll play the game. Guys, let's get the game set up. We've got a little bit of time left just to play Kahoot. Where are we? In the library, problem solving. So I'll just share this with you. You can see what I'm up to. We'll play in the classic mode. Start. Get ready to join. So basically you join at kahoot.it or the app, and then you need the PIN 74242, or you can just scan the code, right? The game PIN 74242, put in your name and you can do it. The next live class, Toyadhi, is going to be the 3rd of October, just to let you know. Thank you, Burns, has shared the pin up there, kahoot.it. Great. I'll just give you a few moments to join and to get in there. We've got quite a lot of people in. Okay, I'll just give you a couple of seconds, just a couple of seconds to get rid of the cat. Let's get ready to go. Cat, how strange, just joined. Uncanny. Right. Okay, here we go. Let's start. So you get 30 seconds to answer the question. Which is the odd one out? Which is different? Hurdle, obstacle, solution, setback. Which one is different or the odd one out? Hurdle, obstacle, solution, or setback? Remember, you get 30 seconds to answer. And the quickest answer gets on the leaderboard. Oh, very good. Solution, exactly. Because hurdle, obstacle, and setback are all problems and challenges, and solution is the opposite, if you like. Well done. Also, Haki, Miranda, Nagisa, Toyadi, and Sonia, well done. You got the answers as well. Let's look at the scoreboard. GGG is at the top. Nikki, second. Hurdle is in third place. Question number 2. We can meet this deadline if we pull out all the signs, letters, posts, stops. We can meet this deadline if we pull out all the signs, letters, posts, or stops. Five seconds left. Pull out all the... Oh, well done. The vast majority got it. To pull out all the stops. To pull out all the stops is to do everything you can to succeed. Make a big effort to succeed. Pull out all the stops. Well done. Also, Mariana, Monica, Toyadi, you got that. Selinea, well done. Let's have a look at that leaderboard. Oh, hurdle, like the Olympic Games, has gone into first place. Nikki, still up there in second. Eva has come into third. We've also got Lan and Kat strongly coming up close. Question number 3. If you visit London, not speaking English can be a real stumbling issue, block, problem, hitch. If you visit London, not speaking English can be a real stumbling issue, block, problem, or hitch. Pascarmu 13. The game is called Kahoot. This is quite tricky, but well done. Yes, a lot of you got the answer, stumbling block. Now, all of these words, issue, problem, hitch, are very, very similar. But when you look at a collocation, stumbling, we always say stumbling block. We never say stumbling problem, stumbling issue. No, stumbling block. Always. That's the collocation. That's why it's the correct answer. Okay. Great. Okay. Let's have a look. Hi, Christina. I can see your message. Lovely to see you here. Scoreboard. Oh, it's all changed. Nikki has come up into first place. Eva second. We've got Lan, Snag, and Adri. And who is the 8 places? Is up 8 places. Gat. It's the last question. I had to blank many challenges to succeed. Override, overcook, overcome, overlook. I had to blank many challenges to succeed. Override, overcook, overcome, overlook. Jane, you were hurdle. Oh dear, you were doing so well. Well done, FM. Well done. Yeah, to overcome a challenge. Okay. The other words do exist. To override is to override a decision is when you cancel a decision because you're in a stronger position. It's a bit complicated. To overcook is to cook too much. To overlook is when you miss something and you don't notice it. But overcome a challenge is the correct answer. To overcome many challenges. Okay, great. See you soon, Daniela. Take care. Here we go then. The final board. The podium. Third place is Lan. Second place, Eva. And who came first? It was Nikki. Well done, Nikki. Well done, Adri and Julia. Fourth and fifth place. Very, very nice. Well done. Oh, excellent. Good. Well, that was fantastic. That was great. Good to see, the winner and all of you participating and getting some really, really good answers. Okay, so just to review, we've come to the end of the session today. We've been looking at challenges and problem solving. Today we've looked at vocabulary around challenge, synonyms, to face a challenge, to overcome a challenge, to sort a problem, and so on. We've looked at idioms like this one, right? Your back, to be up against the wall, or to have your back against the wall. We looked at the listening bingo, where we were practicing our listening skills, talking about the problems and challenges teenagers face in modern life. We've also done a visualization, just taking a moment to relax and listen to the silence. We moved on. We talked about the vocabulary vault, which you can find out more about. I mean, just to let you know, the vocabulary vault is on the website, Keith Speaking Academy. For the next 5 days, it's just going to be $17. If you're interested and if you think it can help you, you get all the pronunciation files from the live lessons on YouTube and stories to practice, and the visualizations as well. If you like those, they can certainly help you. And we've also had today jokes. Tommy Hilfiger, your best friend to solve a problem, he'll figure it out. And the model answer about a problem that we solved. And we had, well done, Nikki, who won the Kahoot from today. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining me today. It's been great fun. I've really enjoyed being here with you. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do remember that you can find me at the Keith Speaking Academy. I'm on Facebook at Keith Speaking Academy, Instagram, Keith_Speaking_Academy. You can go and check out there. If you want the notes from today, you can get the lesson notes, not right now, but very, very shortly. If you go to, I'll show you, Keith Speaking Academy, click on the free live lessons. Later today, I'll change this and you'll be able to get the PDF here. You just need to leave an email address, and with that, I can also send you more resources and ideas and emails to help you with your IELTS preparation. But that's it. You can get all of those there on the website. Lovely, jubbly. Thank you so much for joining me. And that's it for today. I'm going to leave you with a bit of music. I'll leave you with a song that was created for the Gold Course. It's based on the novel In the Gold Course. I love stories and novels. It's called Watchful Eyes, and here is the song all about it. And our next lesson, October the 3rd, right? October the 3rd. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Thanks, Prince Umar.
Tom came home, an envelope inside.
Great to see you, Artyom.
Emily asked, will you open it tonight? Plans were made, a farewell soon. Emily planning beneath the moon.
Thanks, Rababa.
Oh, I got the job.
Florencia, see you next time. If you're on the gold course, we have a live lesson next Thursday and the Thursday after. There are more live lessons on the gold course. De nada, Cesar.
Maybe a hidden kiss. I got the job from Manchester to DC. Their love and dreams finally could flee. Watchful eyes. Watchful eyes.
Good to see you.
Watchful eyes. Changes in routine. Emily's heart sensed something unseen. New York flight secrets untold. Their bond once warm now felt cold.
Great.
Emily packs, leaving Tom alone in this new city, far from home. A door closes and tearful goodbyes. Their future now under watchful eyes. Watchful eyes. Watchful eyes. Watchful eyes. Watchful eyes.
That's it. Take care, everybody. Goodbye. Cheerio.